Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the Realme 15 Pro Game of Thrones Edition. Now you can pick this one up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The cheapest I found it for was on eBay for $640. Now on a side note, if you like me and you never watched Game of Thrones, but you want the Realme 15 Pro because of these ridiculous specs, you can find the regular version for as cheap as $340. All right, so let's unbox it and get into this. First thing first, shout out to White Shoes. She got the day off. Now, I am dedicating this video to my little sister. She is a huge Game of Thrones fan. She calls herself the last Targaryen. She's going to love this. Now, me personally, I never got into the show. I did watch House of the Dragon, okay? I got into that, so I know a little bit of it, but I'm not too deep in the lore. So bear with me, y'all. Okay, now here's how the box comes. Game of Thrones. Realme. As you can see, even on the box, you got a little decorations. Okay, let's get it. Open this up. Check this out. Now, shout out to Realme. I love these custom phones like this, limited editions. Okay, let's see if I can get this out of here. Hold up. Okay, here's the box. Now, ladies and gentlemen, late but still great, White Shoes is back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White Shoes,
I love my
calm down. Okay, look at this presentation. Now the box kind of has a wood feel to it. Okay, even the corners kind of feel like they're metal, but it's actually cardboard, but it has a nice feel to it. Realme 15 Pro Game of Thrones Limited Edition. Okay, now let's see on this side, you got a bunch of different crests from all of the different houses. Okay, look at this. Now I know this one right here. This is the House of Targaryen. Okay, I know a little bit of the lore, don't get me wrong. Okay, all of the different houses right there. And this says Game of Thrones. Let's go and open this up and check this out. Do y'all see that? You got the Iron Throne right here. Okay, the Iron Throne, that's what I call going to the bathroom after eating White Castle. The Iron Throne. Quick joke. Let's see on this side, look at this. This is the House Stark. Okay, stoic, brave, and steadfast. Okay, read all that for yourself. This is the House Targaryen. Okay, you got my homegirl Cersei's right here. Not to be confused with Xerxes. Okay, we got Cersei's. I like that name too. Okay, beautiful. Now this is a map of all of the worlds right here. All of the different lands, if you will. Okay, fold that back. Now let's see. Open this side right here. Okay, I love how this Iron Throne just greets you like this. And again, let's all take a second and appreciate Realme for doing phones like this. Imagine if Samsung, Google, Apple, Motorola, Sony, imagine if all of them was doing custom phones like this. Y'all remember the Samsung, the Star Wars phones? We need to bring this kind of stuff back right here. This is what you want to pay for. This is what you call an unboxing experience. Now on this side, let's see. This is going to be your case. Okay, nice little case right here. Let's see. Underneath here, this is going to be your usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. Let's see. Now this right here, this is your SIM ejection tool. This is actually the king's hand. Okay, I know a little bit. On the back, you got the Iron Throne, Realme Game of Thrones. Okay, real nice. Let's see, anything else? This is gonna be a charging brick. Okay, now this is an 80-watt fast charging brick in the box. Samsung, Google, Apple, nothing. Motorola, Sony, fucking Sony. Charger in the box. This is gonna be USB Type-C cable. Okay, USB-A to USB Type-C. And check this out. Oh, we got a scroll right here. We got a scroll. All right, Shoes, calm down. We got a scroll. Let's see what this is. Let's get and open this up. Okay, I feel like I'm getting the scroll from the king. Let me find out the king want to talk to me. Let me see what he's talking about. Okay, we got a little scroll right here. It has a little leatherish feel to it. Let's see. Place the letter under sunlight and the secret shall rise. Okay, so we got to throw this letter under some sunlight and we get the little secret message. All right, I'll save that for later. So far, so good. Back to the Iron Throne. Now let's see what's on the other side. Okay, Game of Thrones Realme. Okay, look at all these crests right here. There go the House of Targaryen right there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And on this side, let's see. This is going to be, let's see what we get in here. Okay, now you get a bunch of stickers. This is going to be the Iron Throne, the King's Hand. We got a bunch of crowns. Okay, who this? Cersei's? Okay. I don't even know what this is, but if y'all know, leave it in the comments. Okay, I remember this kid right here. He was wreaking a little havoc. Is this my dude right here? I forgot his name. And my man right here. Okay. Yeah, little card. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Little cards in the back. These are actually postcards. You can send these to your friends if you want. They send my friend a little Cersei's postcard. Some more stickers. Okay, this is gonna be House of Targaryen. Okay, we got the this deer right here. Deer's about action right here. It's a little dragon right here, you know. Okay, this is what I like to see though. This is what I like to see. A lot of lore. Okay, there's a lot of lore in this. And this is gonna be your device. Let's go ahead and take this out. Now we're doing this very gently because I'm gonna bless my little sister with this. This is gonna be your device. Bang, hold up. Let me just get a little stick off the back. Bang, check this out. Check this out. Now look at this phone right here. Look at all of the crest. Look at the detail. The back of this has a lecherous feel to it, which, on the side note, this actually changes colors. Okay? If the temperature rises over 44 degrees Celsius, which is 112 degrees Fahrenheit, you could actually dunk it in some hot water. It's going to change to red. Oh, this is sick. Let's go ahead and power this up, and then we'll run through the specs. Okay, see if we got any juice on this one. Okay, there it is. I heard a little vibration. Let's see the boot up animation. And we'll talk about the specs. Now, like I said, if you don't care about Game of Thrones and you just want the Realme 15 Pro, you can find this phone for $340 all day online. And listen to the specs. For the display, you got a oh, look at this. Hold up. Game of Thrones. Hold up. We got the Game of Thrones right there. All right, I'm going to set this up in a minute. So in the meantime, let's look at the back. All right, so you got a 6.8-inch OLED panel with the resolution of 1280 by 2800. Now that's 453 for the PPI Patrol. You got HDR10 Plus, up to 6,500 nits brightness, and a 144 hertz refresh rate. That's crazy. Now, the phone is IP68/IP69 dust and water resistant. You got Gorilla Glass 7i on the front for protection. And for the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Generation 4 with the Adreno 722 GPU. Now, what does that mean in English? Mid-range specs, bro. Mid-range specs. Now, you got 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 128, 256, or 512 gigs of storage. No micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, it's running Android 15 with Realme UI 6.0 skin on top. Now, Realme is going to give you 3 years of updates and 3 years of security patches. Now check this out. For the battery, you got a 7,000 milliamp battery that features 80 watt fast charge. That means you can charge this phone from 0 to 50% in 25 minutes. Now for the cameras, on the rear, you got a dual setup. So you got a 50 megapixel wide angle and a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. Now you can shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. Look at that, always on display. Okay. Now in the front, you got a 50 megapixel wide angle lens and you can shoot 4K video at 60 frames per second. Now you got dual stereo speakers, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, always on display, face unlock, on-screen fingerprint sensor, and you got an IR blaster. And like I said, the back of the phone changes to red with the right temperature. All of that for $640 with this beautiful presentation. Or $335, $340. You know, just look around online. You can find the 15 Pro for a great price under $400. All right, so let me drop all my information in, and then we'll walk through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, so quick side note. Now I'm in the process of setting up the phone, and look at the attention to detail. Even the fingerprint sensor is the House of Targaryen symbol. How sick is that? All right, y'all, so we back in. First, let's see if we can get the phone to change colors. So I got a bowl of some hot water. So we just place it in the water. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Hold up. Do y'all see this? The phone went from black to red. How sick is that? You see it's turning black again? Now, this is a little party trick right here. Conversation starter. Put it back in the water. Look how red it turns. Bro, Realme, okay? Realme is doing it big. Y'all remember we did the other color changing phone? This is another one right here. Now, it doesn't stay bright red for long. As you can see, it turns black pretty quick. But we'll do that one more time. Right in the water. Beautiful, bright red. Let that sink in. All right, check this out. Now, the box actually doubles as a display. There's a little slot right here to put your Realme 15 Pro right on the Iron Throne and show it off to all your friends. This is epic right here. Now, let's take a look at the actual device. Nice and lightweight. Here's the back of the phone. Leatherish material. Again, changes colors. Okay, that is so epic. Your big House of Targaryen crest. Little Realme logo. And if you look closely, it's a bunch of different icons in the back of this camera housing. Now, there's your dual camera setup, LED flash, and you got a light right here, RGB, that changes colors. That is so dope. On one side, this is going to be a power button, volume rocker. On the top, IR blaster. On this side, nice and clean. On the bottom, there's your SIM tray, USB Type-C charging slot, and your speaker grill. On the front, there's your front-facing camera. Okay, y'all see the biometrics? Wait a minute, watch this. Look at your always on display. Let me wipe it down. Here's your always on display. House of Targaryen, okay? Bunch of different themes, a bunch of different little Easter eggs. Let me grab a charger right here. I want y'all to see one of the Easter eggs I just found out. Watch what happens when you plug it in. Check this out. I'm gonna plug it in. Look at the charge animation. The fire and ice. Okay, you got the fire and ice charge animation for the fingerprint sensor. You got the House of Targaryen emblem. Okay, this is epic. All right, this is pretty epic. Now, let's go through the biometrics real quick. Face unlock. Now, let's see if I can do this from behind the camera. There it is. Let's get 3 in a row. 2, 3. Okay, if you want to, you can swipe up, put in your pad and your pin. And of course, you got your on-screen fingerprint sensor, which works flawlessly. Let's do 3 in a row. Bang. Now look at this. Let me exit this stuff out the display. I want y'all to see the home screen. Hold up. Okay, check this out. Now this is the lock screen. Look at that. Beautiful lock screen. Iron Throne on fire. Okay, beautiful theme right there. And if you notice, all of the icons are themed. Okay, so you got your themed icons. Now, if you listen closely, you hear the ice cream truck outside. Shout out to White Shoes. She knows the ice cream truck. She knows that music. I usually pause the video and run outside, but I'm not going to be a fat ass today. Okay, swipe over once. This is your Google homepage. Now keep in mind, this is the global version, so no Chinese bloatware apps. Okay. Themed icons. Swipe down. Here's all your quick toggles. Now you got your pulse light. This is the pulse light on the back. Y'all see that? Pulse light. And it is RGB. Let's see, you got quick share, you got your auto rotate, power saving mode, personal hotspot, all of the good stuff. Now let's go through some of the basics. You do have air gestures. Okay, you know, y'all seen the air gestures. AI smart loop. Okay, let's see. For connections, VPNs, private DNS. You do have Android Auto, screencast. Okay, let's see anything else we need to see. Let's go to wallpapers and styles. All right, check this out. Now, fire, and of course, you got ice. You got a bunch of different themes, but of course, we're going to stick with the Game of Thrones themes. Here's your pulse light. Now, for the pulse light, you can have it go off for notifications, alarms, music, battery, your GT mode, okay? And watch this. If we go to, let's for calls, light style, you can have a ringtone sync. Say you want purple. There's your purple, sync with the ringtone. Now, of course, we got the red. I'm going to go orange for the fire, you know, Game of Thrones, okay? Scan and apply that. But again, you can change that for calls, notifications, okay? Waking up Gemini, all of the good features. Now, for wallpapers, let's see what we got. Live, Realme UI, Sublime Grandeur, Blossom, Calm, Light and Shadow, Zen Planets, Composition, and of course you can hit more. Always on display. Now, of course, you got your House of Targaryen. You can do full or seamless. You got your classic Realme, always on displays. Y'all know the animated ones. Okay. You got the carbon footprints. Okay. Let's try the carbon footprints one more time. I'm sorry. It was a little lag on that one. Okay, carbon footprints. We got 3. We got the Earth. We got the penguins. This is the fish. The birds. Now, I like this one. You see a little fishy swimming in the background? That's pretty dope. Now, for Homeland, same thing. Okay, I guess they want you to read this first. It wasn't a lag. I guess they want you to read it first before you can hit got it. These are my favorite ones. You see the penguin that actually moves. Okay. You got the fish, little fish swim around, and the big polar bear. These are dope, always on displays. Now, usually I would rock that, but we got to rock the House of Targaryen. Why not? Now, shout out to my little sister. I asked her, I said, are you the last Targaryen or the black Targaryen? She said, no, I'm the last Targaryen. Get it straight, you banana head. Let's see what else we got. Icons. Okay, now you can change the different icon shapes, color, size. Go crazy. Let's see the different colors we got. Okay, usual colors. Fingerprint animations. Okay, no Targaryen, but you can have the big fire one. We'll leave that one. Edge lighting. Let's go red. Why not? Okay, that's it for that. Let's go to display and brightness. Let's see the dark mode. Okay, let's leave it on dark mode. Why not? Auto brightness. Now, keep in mind, this phone claims to have 6,500 nits brightness. Now, I will say this. It is super bright. And if you turn on extra brightness, okay, it is going to get, oh, wow, yeah. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that on video, but yes, this is super bright. Let's see, screen color. Okay, let's do natural. Why not? Nice and cold. I like to keep mine natural and cold. Okay, come on, let's see, adaptive mode. Okay, I'll do 30 minutes. Verify that it's me, setting that crazy time. Let's see, screen resolution. Okay, so we got it on high. You got standard and high. Okay, refresh rate. Let's do high, why not? 144 hertz, craziness. And again, if you don't care about Game of Thrones, this phone is under $400. Keep that in mind. Okay, we already looked at the wallpapers. Let's see, sound and vibration. I gotta do it one time. One time for the one time. You got dual stereo speakers. Okay, dual stereo speakers. I got to do it one time. We're going to roast Apple at least once a video. Let's see, anything else we need to see with the sound and vibrations. Let's see how this actually sounds. Nice and loud, though. Now, as you can see, a lot of cat hairs down here. No scratches. Let's see, anything else we need to see. Sound effects. Now, of course, you got movies. You got gaming, music, and smart. I'm going to leave it on smart. Okay, haptics. Okay, so far, nice vibrations on these. Anything else we need to see? That's pretty much it for that. Anything else we need? Apps, nothing really here. Let's see. System updates. Let's go to Realme Lab. Anything new here? Heart rate measurements. Okay, you can take your heart rate. Let's see. Okay, now you're going to use that. Okay. We'll play with that later, but okay. You got a speaker cleaner because you're going to get, this phone is going to be getting wet a lot because you're going to want to show your friends how it changes colors. So you do have your little speaker cleaner right there. And let me see, that's pretty much it. I don't think I need to go through all of the basic settings. Is there anything we miss? Security and privacy. Okay. Private safe, you do have your dot protection. Okay, accessibility. If you're hearing or visually impaired, everything is there. You got your floating windows. Okay, let's go to about. Now, let's see. This one right here, 512 gigs of storage, 7,000 milliamp battery, crazy. Triple 50 megapixel cameras. Speaking of cameras, let's open up the camera real quick. Okay. We'll do vibrant. Let's check for photos. Oh, look at that. Ultra wide angle photos. Okay, wide angle photos. Let's do a quick shot. Let's get the Iron Throne real quick. Okay, shoes. Get a quick shoe shot. All right, shoes, calm down, calm down. Do some cat stuff. Do some cat stuff. All right, let's see how that came out. We got shoes being a cat down here. Okay. Here's shoes. Okay. This is not the cat stuff I'm talking about. All right, let's go through the camera mode. Let's see. We got you got night mode. You got AI landscape. Okay, you got videos, wide angle, all the way up to 10 times zoom, photos, ultra wide shot, so you can get your whole Iron Throne in the background. Let's see, all the way up to 20 times zoom. You got portrait mode, 2 different focal lengths. Okay. Got white shoes right here. Circes. My next cat, I'm going to name her Circes. We got Xerxes. I need Circes. Okay, I love that name. All right, let's see more. You got high res, pro mode, panoramic, street, movie, slow motion, time lapse, long exposure, dual video, front and back, underwater, text scanner, Brino scan, starry mode, and your tilt shift. Okay, fully functional camera suite right here. And again, let me just see that one more time. Okay, I think I changed my always on display. I did. I changed the always on display to the carbon. I'm going to change that back in a minute. But let's go ahead and plug this in. Super VOOC charging. Okay, fast charging. Fire and ice. The fire and ice. Ladies and gentlemen, now, one thing I will mention, if you hate curved displays, this one does kind of have a subtle curve. Not super duper curvy, but definitely not super flat. Okay, like all of the new Xiaomi phones coming out. Little slight curve on it, but a beautiful design. Feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. Helps a Targaryen. Okay. I love this. I love these kind of themed phones. Okay, this is just so dope. Now let me try one more thing. Let's go to settings. I just want to see one more thing. Let's go to home screen and lock. Anything else we need to see here? Got raised to awake. Okay, let's make sure that's there. And for the themes, now let's see. I thought there would be more themes for. Let's see. Is there any more Game of Thrones themes? Okay, but I guess you could go to the theme store. You could probably find some. You got to sign in and do all of that. All right, whatever. It is what it is. But as you can see, okay, got a little memory cleanup right here. Bang. Okay, beautiful. Anyway, fresh out of the box, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a major, major, major go. First of all, look at the presentation. Now I'm gonna let this chill just like this in the Iron Throne. Okay, got the Iron Throne, got the map of the worlds. Bro, Realme is doing it so big. And one last time, remember, if you don't care about Game of Thrones, but you just love those beautiful specs, $340, you can find it online for yourself. Anyway, this is the Realme 15 Pro limited edition Game of Thrones. I shout out to all the Targaryens out there. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. All right, so before I get out of here, I just wanted to show y'all a few more things. Now, I actually took some real photos. Check this out. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful shots right here. Okay, so the camera does take nice photos. Now I want y'all to see one more thing. Let's go to Google. All of the themed icons. We'll go to YouTube. Look at this display. Y'all hear the speakers? Nice and loud. Excellent viewing angles. Maximum nittage on this. Beautiful. Now, if you swipe up, you do have your picture-in-picture. Everything works. Okay, so this is a great phone right here. All right, so one last thing. Now, I know some of y'all gonna cook me because whenever I do these custom phones, I never really know the lore. I didn't know too much about Dragon Ball. I didn't know too much about Harry Potter. Okay, I don't know too much about Game of Thrones. If they ever come out with a Star Trek or Star Wars phone, then we're gonna have a lot more fun because I'm gonna know all of the lore. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah. Special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat. Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture go. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock won the beam up. Energized.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facelook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.